Welcome back, everyone. Nighthawk here with you once again, and this time I'm on single player over on Extinction because this is a nice flat spot here, and I'm going to be showing you how to build a turret wall or a death wall. Now, this design I'm going to show you can start off very simple. So when you first get started, you don't have much materials. It's very easy to build, yet very strong, and it can be expanded as big as you need it, and it could also be run with the electric generators, of course with tech, but I'm going to show you how to do it with electric generators so when you don't have tech in the beginning. And also this wall can be expanded size-wise as well as strength-wise, so you can continue to make it stronger, literally. And there's some variations I'll show you as we go along. So I'm going to show you how to do this. The death wall, turret wall, very strong, very good one, and we're going to do it with electric generators. Now I'm here in Extinction on my single player just so it's easier to show you this and get everything I need resource-wise. There's a nice flat spot here. Now what we're going to do is pretend that this death wall is especially good, obviously, for like caves and things like that. Obviously, a death wall, all your turrets face one direction. So out in the open, you know, it's not going to be really useful for that. And really no one builds out in the open anyway on PvP. So we're going to pretend that this edge basically is the edge of your cave entrance and across to this side. We might not go all the way across, but I'm just going to show you, pretend that this way is out, that way is into your base. So what you're going to want to do to start off is, all you're going to do to start off is take regular foundations. Now, by the way, this building I'm doing here is on official settings. So everything that's done here can be done on official servers, and therefore can be done on any unofficial servers as well. So you're going to start off with your metal foundations. Now you're going to just line them up across where you want your death wall. So you just put them across in a nice line. Now, if you really want to be even better with it, you can sink these. But we're acting like I said, you know, you start with not a whole lot of resources. So usually you don't stack foundations on this. I mean, you can if you want to. Certainly you can stack these, drop them and stack them if you wanted to, 2 or 3 deep, whatever you want to do. That would make it even stronger. So you put your line of foundations like that. And then what you're going to do is take some metal pillars and you're going to put it right in the center of your foundation. And put, like, usually I put 2 right on one of the ends. Now from there you can hop up on it. You should be able to hop on one like that. That might be a little better. I don't know. And you're going to want to take a up and down electric cable. What's that called? Vertical electric cable. And you're going to get on this one. You should be able to line this one up, the next one, right as close as you can get it to the center of that pillar. And you want to be on the center of this pillar, looking straight, because you're going to line. These are going to be your cables. So you want them to be hidden in the pillar. So see if you can put that straight, and then take a peek and see if it looks like it's pretty much in the center. That looks pretty much perfect, as you can see. Pretty much right in the center, and that should be good. Okay, now from there, what you're going to do is take these straight electric cables, and you're just going to run them along this way. So as you can see right there on the ground to the side, and you can just run them all the way along your foundations like this. Okay, as far as you want to go, as big as you want to go. Okay, then. Now at that point, what you'll do next is you'll take your vertical ones again and just slap them on there wherever they connect. Now, this is lining up where your pillars are going to be. So that's how you do it. That lines it up right in the center of your pillars. Now these, if you could see them, yeah, there we go. They can go high as you want, to the top of your cave or however big you want to make your death wall. So you just run these up as high as you want to go. I'm just going to do it like this for easy. And you don't have to run them up in the beginning. You can do it as you build this. So run them up. Now, as you run them up, then next thing you're going to want to do is take your electric boxes, obviously, place them on, you know, every connection. Okay? Just like that. And you don't quite need them on every one, but it doesn't hurt to put them on every one. So, and it doesn't really matter which side they go. They should be within the pillars, every place. If you got it nice and straight, it should all work out. Okay, there we go. Now, if you want to put one on the bottom, you don't really need one usually on the bottom. I don't usually put one, but you can. It doesn't really matter. Now, okay, that's fine. Then what you're going to do is just simply run your metal pillars all the way up. And as you can see, your electric boxes will be enclosed in your pillars, your electric wires, your boxes, all enclosed in there. Okay, now this wire that we connected them with is visible. If you get right on it, you can see it. So it can take damage if it's hit directly, but we're not going to count on that. That was simply to line up our wires to make it easy to line them up. Those wires are not even needed, those ones. They were just to line up, make it easy for us to connect all these in a straight row, get them all positioned where we need them. Okay, so once again, you go as high as you want to with your pillars. You put your pillar here. It should be in the middle of each foundation, right there. You just simply go as high as you want, as big as you want. Stack your pillars. Now, also in this design, if you wanted to put you don't need to put like a door or anything. If you want to, that's up to you. If you want to put like a dino gate or something, you can do that as well. Like I said, you don't need to. If you want to, you can. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so you put these up. Now, like I said, you go high, go to the top of your cave, whatever you want. Now, it's quite cheap so far. Now, like I said, if you wanted to throw a dino gate anywhere, you could put it on the edge or somewhere. I usually put it against the edge like this, perhaps. You know, wherever you want to put it, you just go ahead and put that where you see fit, okay? And you could build this up and over it, around it, however you want. That could fit in there. Now, at this point, what you're going to do is take metal ceilings and go up 2. I generally start with 2. So there's your one up, there's your second one high. Go with your second spot. Obviously, you need to put this in last. I didn't do that, so take that up for now. But we'll look in here, put our metal ceilings, run them all the way across, and like this. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go one more row on top. Again, I'll skip this one and go here, like this. As you see, some of these metal boxes, these electric boxes, may be protruding just a little bit. They're not likely to get hit there. If you wanted to put one on the opposite side of that wire, like sticking out this side, it would probably be hidden better. Sometimes one side's hidden a little better than the other side, so you could go ahead and do that. But really, I mean, you have them on each one. It's not likely they can get to all of them. And like I said, they're quite well hidden, so they're hard to see, really, and everyone has them too. So that's a good wall. Now there you go, that's your wall. Now at this point, what you can do is go ahead and put your turrets on there. So I'm just going to throw some turrets on here just for demonstration purposes. Now they're not powered, so we'll do that in a minute. I'm just going to put some on here just to show you. Okay, now so what you do then is you simply line your turrets up across there, as many as you want. So that's why I said you can start this with as many or as few as you want. That's your basic wall done right there. Now, what you're going to want to do, here, and you put your turrets across there. Now, what you're going to want to do next, that's the basic wall. But next, what you're going to want to do, this is very important. You come back here, and you're going to put right behind, this is inside of your base, obviously. You're going to line up right back here, make a line of electric cables on the ground like this. They're right behind you. They don't have to be exactly straight, but you want to keep them, so don't get them to go under there. If they're going like that, re-straighten it out here. Put it like this, okay? And obviously you can connect that with a one of these flexible cables. So you put it like that, and then what you do with that is you do this. You hook each pillar. The bottom of each pillar will connect to this back line, and that's what you want, like that. Down low, like you see I'm doing, right there. So those ones up in here that go across, you don't even need them. You can, in fact, pick them up or destroy them now. They were just to get our spacing right. So your power is coming from back here, under this, up into there safely. So that's how you do that. So you do it all the way, and like I said, obviously this, you connect it with that, and that's going to them, and we're just about done with that. Okay, then what you're going to do is simply put another row of foundations back here. Now this is very important as well. Now obviously, like I said, this is when you're first starting, you may just leave this here. If you get some turrets up, that's good. Early on in the wipe, that will be fine just to start off. But as soon as you can, you want to get this definitely covered right back here. okay? And you're gonna it has a twofold purpose, this here. So you want to cover these. Now this will be a little tricky because you're gonna have the lower snap point. You want to just, it doesn't really matter. You could step it down if you want, but keep it up because you know, it's either way is fine really. But you want to just cover these, cover the electric cables. If we can get it right on here, and then there we go. One more. Okay, and now that's that. Now what you're going to do, from there you can simply put your generator however you like. Let's see, yeah. So, I mean, obviously you want to have your generator boxed in. You need to build a box around it, metal box always, because they could just flame arrow it or whatever. You got to box it in. So you're going to do that. You put yourself a cable. It doesn't really matter the direction. Make sure it's covered though. And then you take your electric cables and you hook that up to that like that, to this back row under these here. So at this point, everything should be powered. And yes, you have all your outlets powered. These are powered now. And everything's powered. You can go up as high as you want. You can just keep going as wide as you want. Now, like I said, at this point, your basic turret wall is done. That's very simple, quite cheap, and quite strong. Now, you can, as you get more resources, if you want, depending how big and how much turret room you have, you can definitely put another row of these across here and add more turrets. You could have turrets on every one, like that. Now, even without these, we're going to pick these up for now, just to demonstrate, but that's, as you get more metal, I said, that's how you can expand it. You can expand it bigger, higher. You can start off with this, maybe not quite to the top, depending on what you're at. So that's a quite strong thing. Now, okay, so that's all good. Your cables are protected. Now, what you're going to also want to do is at the very top, just in case they break the connection down here, because if they break through at one spot, your cables are connected right here. Right here, they're connected to each pillar, but also back here. This is your main one under here, connecting them. But if they did break through, let's say in the center, and destroy this floor all the way through and both of these, this whole half would be powerless. So what you're going to want to do, one thing you want to do for sure, I always do, is put two generators. Put one on each side, one here and one on the other side as well. That helps with that. One also thing that I always do is at the very top, like up along the top of your cave, you need to connect these as well. So you'll connect them right up against the ceiling as high as you can. You connect them all the way along the top here, so that if the bottom did break, you still got a connection up there. So let me get back. So you can see what I'm saying. So if they broke through all the way in the bottom, it doesn't matter. This is right up against the ceiling, hidden. You put the pillars all the way up into the ceiling as high as you can, and that covers most of that. You block that off the best you can. So that's pretty good. So you got connection in 3 places. So generate on both sides as well. Like I said, make sure you completely box off the generator with metal walls, ceilings, and everything like that. Okay, so that's how you do that. You put 2 generators. Now, you can put more ceilings. Like I said, add more turrets across as you get time. Now, this design, this is very good, but as you get more, what you'll want to do is, so first of all, at this point, this wall cannot go down. And that's why you built it like this. So for example, if you pick up or destroy this foundation, nothing will happen to this whole wall. If you destroy this whole row of foundations right here, this whole front row, this entire wall will stay up because it's sitting on the pillars. It's still sitting on the pillar. The pillars go into the ground, as you can see. So, same thing. Also, if you destroy all these pillars except one, if every pillar is destroyed except one, the whole wall will stand, as long as these foundations are here, vice versa, pillars or foundations. So, that's why you build it like that. Now, what you do next, as you get a little more to make it stronger, you're going to take either walls or double door frames. Now, these double door frames are very important. I like to use double door frames usually. You put them right here. It doesn't really matter which snap point they go on. Do the front foundation or the back one right there. It doesn't matter. Put them on the foundation, either one. On the back side, run them all the way up as high as your wall goes. Keep them stacked up like that. Run them the entire distance of your wall like this. Now, like I said, if you want to use walls here instead, you could. I like to use these because let's say somebody's trying to raid you and you want to see what they're doing out there. You can like be hiding here and, you know, peeking out, sniping, whatever. Hide behind this, peek out and snipe. It's pretty good. You can come in and out, run out, come back in under the cover of your turrets. It's pretty good. Now, depending on like if your cave, if you have like tames you keep breeding and stuff right here behind your wall, then you might want to have these walls so that they can't, you know, shoot through from way out far and snipe all your tames, kill all your tames right here. So then you might want to have walls here with just make one of these a door. You know, door you can go in and out, something like that. But either way, doesn't matter. It's both the same. It's sort of the same purpose. Now, the purpose of these, I will show you in a minute. You go all the way across. These make this wall like amazingly even more strong. So obviously they'll go all the way up as high as your wall is, all the way across. Now what they do, these make it even more impenetrable, this wall. And obviously you want to have loads of stuff with turrets, as many as you can have. Up there, put turrets on the ground out in front here, turrets on these foundations, every level. Like I said, put more ceilings across if you can, things like that. So now, what these walls do, they make it even stronger. Now I'm going to show you this. So this is the finished product, okay? And like I said, if you once you get to the available to get tech, you put yourself a tech generator back in here somewhere far, hidden away, you know, vault trap it, box it in with metal at least, metal walls and all. And then it don't even matter what the cables do. But this is how you start with cables, because that's about the best you can do with the cables. Pretty well hidden. You know, can't really be damaged. But now I'm going to show you how strong this wall actually is. So if somebody's coming in here, they're going to try to, you want them to take a long time. So they either have to destroy each turret, and if you put a lot of turrets, they have to either soak the entire wall of turrets, which is going to be a lot if you can stock out full of ammo, or they have to destroy each turret, which is going to be difficult. It's a lot of turrets. And to destroy your wall, the wall is almost impossible to destroy. It's possible, but it just takes a long time. So for example, if you start destroying these foundations, right? Go across. Okay, so they're getting to these cables. Well, this cable doesn't matter. You can destroy this cable, and that doesn't stop anything. Your turrets keep powered because they're still all powered. They actually go through the back. Okay, so and obviously when you build this, put some turrets right back in the back side here too, just to be safe in case they slip through a little bit here. You know, that'll be good. Now, if they destroy all these foundations, it doesn't matter. The wall cannot go down. This wall, your turrets keep firing, okay? If they destroy these pillars, if I could see them, this wall stays up. This wall stays up. So, destroy these pillars. Nothing is coming down, okay? It will stay forever. This wall is crazy. If you destroy, it doesn't matter what, almost doesn't matter what you destroy. If you build it like this wall is very hard to bring down. Okay, so you say, well, how much can you destroy? You can continue to destroy. You can destroy everything on this front level, and nothing will go down. Okay, so right now it's held up by these pillars. The ceilings across hold up the middle. Okay, but that doesn't matter. So somebody's coming and destroying all this stuff. They're trying to break through. Okay. They're going to be having a tough time. Now, like I said, especially if you get a tech generator up, but even as now, these wires, they can destroy them here. That's why you ran the top cross connected to the top, so everything is still connected all the way down. Now, it doesn't matter what they destroy. They could just keep destroying. That is the reason why you put the foundations in the back. Okay, that's the reason. And these door frames. As you see, this wall is still floating. It's not going down. It's being held up right now by these and foundation support from this back row foundation. So even though they're not quite sitting on there, they were sitting on the front one here, I said it doesn't matter. The game still considers them as attached to these foundations. So as you can see, this is still up. So it doesn't matter. They can destroy so much before they actually get anything down. Your turrets will continue firing. So this is a very strong design for a turret wall. So that is pretty much how you do it. Now, even if they get through and they start breaking this, it still will not go down. They have to take a lot down. They have to take several because it will hold off of the ones next to it. So as you can see, this wall, very strong turret wall design, and if you're on to defend, very hard to get through this. I mean, obviously it's possible, but it's very difficult, especially if you get a tech generator going. You can do it. So that's what you do. Like I said, if you wanted to put walls here, you can do that as well, to be like hidden back here. But you start out like I showed you, and you add this as you go. So that is your basic turret wall. Very good design. It starts off pretty simple, and it can expand as big as you want, and it can get stronger and stronger as you go. Like I said, also you put more ceilings across here for more turrets, and it also gives it more strength across here, because that connects them even another layer across of connections. So that's it, guys, pretty much it. And let me know in the comments what you think about it. Obviously there's many different ways to build things in Ark, but this is just one design that I use, and it's quite good. A lot of people use something like this, but make sure, I see a lot of people don't put this back row of foundations in. If you do that, it adds a lot to the structural integrity of the entire wall, because a foundation can carry structures out for two ceilings, or two foundations out either way. So that's why it carries all this. So as you can see, guys, I went ahead and put a few more turrets on it. You could simply stack turrets on it like that, as much as you want. Now, also, something else you can do is to make these foundations harder to get to. You can put foundations a row across in the front like this, and just so that it'd be even harder to get to those foundations here. Not like I showed, not that they're totally dependent on those, but the more you put, the harder it is for somebody to get in. So you could put another row of foundations across here. Also, if you want, like I said, as you get more materials, if you put foundations across here, you could do it with like thatch or something, and then you can vault drop the front. You can put vaults, so you can like literally place vaults across the front on this. Now you're gonna want to keep them so where they drop, so probably like something like this. Okay, and then you put them across the front. You can take your time, line up straight. I'm just doing this quickly to show you. And then basically, you take these up, and your vaults will protect all of that. Like that. You could do a whole vault row across the front, obviously, and then that would protect your, you could probably have them back a little bit further. Have them, that would, you could go wall to wall with vaults, the bottom row, which would make it harder for them to get right up in there and destroy all this foundation work as well. Obviously that's going to take some more materials, but as you go along you can certainly do that if you want to as well with this design. Now if you're going to do this, if you're going to vault drop, you should probably put some hatch frames, because if you vault drop, somebody can possibly get up in here and hide from most of your turrets, possibly not be able to see them, depending on how it's positioned in your cave and things like that. So if you can get these vaults back a little further, and you should be able to, that would help. But also this wall, and even if you want to, usually in caves you don't really need to, but if you really really want to put hatch frames with this design, you can certainly do that, just like that, or out here like this. Now if you put them like this is stronger, because they're actually hooked to the door frames back there, or the walls if you put walls. So they're hooked to the ceilings like that, and to the walls back there. So this is stronger. If you're going to put them, I recommend putting them like that, because if they're out on the very front like this, they can only they're only hooked to the ceilings, and if they destroy the ceilings, then this will go down. Whereas if they're put like this, if they destroy the ceilings, and they're still attached to the back walls, back door frames. So yeah, like you see right here, they're still attached. So that's pretty good. So if you put the vaults, you probably put this so the turrets can get out here a little further and shoot out over this. Or obviously still, if you have the vaults, you have turrets on the ground along the front. So you have options with this as well. If you want to put the hatch frames anytime, even without the vaults, if you really like hatch frames or something. A lot of times you don't really need those. But if you wanted to put them, you can do that. You can put vault across the bottom of it as well. Also, if you really want to, if you later, as you get more, you can actually vault drop this entire wall. So you could vault drop the entire wall from the top, and then simply put hatch frames out through the whole thing. As you see, the hatch frames stick out far enough, and the vaults, if you have them back as far as you can get them, a little bit further, you can easily set turrets along the front. So this whole wall would be vault dropped. It would be nothing but vaults with these sticking out. So as you go on, this wall becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, to where at the end you can have the entire thing vault dropped with turrets in front of it if you wanted to go and actually do that. So guys, let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you think it can be what you like to do, something that can be improved. Of course, there's so many builds in Ark. You can build like so many different ways. There's always ways to do things differently. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And this is obviously there's many types of ways to build a wall turrets in Ark. This is one of my favorite ways that I start out and as I progress through the game. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope it helps you out. And don't forget to subscribe if you like my content. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get the channel growing. We're growing slowly, getting close to 1,000 subs. Not too far away, so hopefully we can hit that before too long. And anyway, don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you next time.